Sure. So, a student, and let's talk being a student in that environment. And as you don't understand, and I went over when I was 19. Okay,
Hmm.
not pretty young. And in those days, remember, no email, no
Yeah.
phone call, no cell phones, nothing like that. So you're on your own. And it was a frustrating experience um, for months and months and months. And my entire time there, you're always bumping into one frustration or another. And the reason being is just the thought process was different. The expectations were different from your Chinese hosts, from the people that you were, dealing with, and from me, from my side, as things like what I perceived as friendship and what you perceived as okay, we agree to this, and what that actually means. So it took a long while to get through that. And in fact, we were stationed in Japan. I tried to, because some of this behavior is very consistent in East Asia,
Hmm.
particularly Japan, which is also Confucian based. And I tried to kind of prep my kids on that. You need to understand when someone says, "Oh, we're going to be good friends. We're good friends," what that really means. And it takes a while to understand. And then some of them came back pretty disappointed, sort of hurt because they didn't really understand what that meant and the nature of the relationships that they had formed. So that is a precursor to your the rest of your relationship with East Asia, and in my case, particularly with China.
Yeah.
It's the foundation, the building block of how you have to understand what's happening. So you look inside Chinese society now, and you see things happening, and you can say, "Oh, I get that."
Mhm.
And whereas most of my American colleagues, and particularly in the Defense Department, such just you know, sort of misread it because there's a mirror imaging problem, right? You're
Yeah.
always looking at it from lack of a better terms, an American's eyes.